What's up guys? So if you saw the very first video I uploaded to this channel, you know that this chainsaw took me around 2 hours to start just so I could cut a bush out. Well, today we got another project, and that is cutting up all these 4x4s. We're going to be using this stuff in the wood stove this year. And after another 2 hours of trying to get this chainsaw started again and being unsuccessful, I just went ahead and purchased a new saw. So if you're wondering what saw I ended up purchasing, this is the Stihl MS 170. This is just a very small 16-inch home gamer chainsaw. We're gonna see how it performs. I believe it'll do everything we need around this place just fine. We're gonna unbox the chainsaw. There's not really a box that came with it. So this thing came with the tool to adjust the bar, the manual on how to use it. I guess they threw in the box that the chain came in, and this must have been the paperwork that came with the chain. Unlike the wood stove, I actually read the manual of this thing before firing it up, and the manual does say do not run this at full throttle in the first 3 tanks of gas. Speaking of gas, we need to fill this thing up with gas and oil. Mine only came with a little bit of each, so we're going to go ahead and get those filled up. Now this chainsaw does have 4 different choke positions. The very first one is off, so this is how you would turn off the chainsaw. Our next position is the run position. That's your normal running. You got the warm start, so if the engine was already started and we wanted to restart it, you would use this setting here. And then the very last setting, the 4th setting, that's the cold start. And in order to get down to that bottom setting, you have to depress the trigger. So we're going to depress it, push it all the way down. We're going to pull this engine until it starts. It's going to stall. Then we can go up to our warm. We're going to pull it again and start it. And then once it's in this setting here, all you have to do is pull that trigger and it will automatically throw it into the run setting. Now this is the very first time I'm going to be starting this thing, so that's pretty exciting. Right now I have my choke in the cold start position. It started to go, so I'm going to flip it up to the normal run position. Now when I fired mine up, the chain was actually too tight. It was bogging down this engine, so I just had to loosen that a little bit. It was assembled by a hardware store, so just make sure you double check that chain and make sure they didn't do the same thing to yours.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stop, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say
45 minutes later, I finally ran out of gas, so I got the gas and the oil refilled. It went through a full tank. I only got 5 boards left, so I'm gonna get those done, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on this thing.
No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines, and I'm through passing time. I choose stacking dimes, you snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words.
Now what do I think about this little saw? For a sub $200 saw, I think that this thing is extremely great. Now are you going to go out to California and cut down any redwoods with this thing? Absolutely not, but that's not what this thing's meant for. And now the bigger the saw gets, the heavier it gets. This guy being so little, it's extremely light. I can throw it around. It doesn't fatigue you. I was able to cut through this entire pile, no problems. And this wood I was cutting is absolutely filled with nails. These were old apple crates. These were the supports on them, so they have metal all over them, nails everywhere. And did I hit some nails? I absolutely did. I hit a lot of nails. So the chain on that thing is completely trash, but other than that, it ran great. Now, if you're not gonna be cutting down massive trees, or you're just looking for an extremely light saw to delimb trees, I would say this is the way to go. I have a buddy with his own landscaping company, and he's been using one of these for years, and he has had zero issues with it running a commercial business. So that's all I gotta say about this thing. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one.